these first two games, very different offenses you were facing, a lot of success. What does that say about your defense?
Well, we're proud of how the guys have come out and competed, first and foremost. There's still been a lot to clean up each game off the video, and the key is that you're continuing to grow and learn from your mistakes every week, and to continue to execute at a higher and higher level, and that's what our goal is.
Offensively, what challenges does Georgia State present this week?
Offensive challenges. They're a tempo offense. They spread the field. They have a lot of different pass concepts. They give you a lot of motions, a lot of different formations. So they do a really good job. They got a really good scheme, and they got some really good skilled players. So it'll be another good challenge for us.
Griffin said he was more than happy to give up his red shirt here and play this year. Obviously, with the injuries inside linebacker, it's a little easier, I guess, for him to say that now versus the next coming years when those guys are healthy. But what does it say about him that he's willing to give that up for the team this year?
Yeah, Griffin is. We're really excited about him, and he's got some really good physical tools. He really can run. He's a really good athlete. He's a very smart kid. He's really, from the time he's been here, he's been very steady. And when you start school and classes and you're away from home for the first time, it's different for everybody. And Griffin has handled it extremely well, and he's a guy that can help us in different ways on the team, and whether it be defense, special teams, he's got some of those things about him, and we're excited to have him.
I know he played inside in high school, but what made you want to move him from outside when he got here to inside so early?
Just I think what was best for him, what was best for our team, a combination of those two things.
What do you think TJ is going to be able to do out there this week?
TJ Edwards, is that who you're talking about, or TJ Watt? TJ Edwards, I think continue to play more and more, and there's really no substitute for playing football. I mean, he did a great job with rehab, strength and conditioning, done a great job, but you got to get out there and play and practice, and he's done a good job of doing that, and he's pushing the envelope every day, and we're making sure we got a good handle on the reps and all those things, but I think the more and more he plays, just the more comfortable he's going to feel.
Do you have a benchmark snap count for him, or not really?
Not necessarily, no.
So we were just talking to Coach Leonard about it, but what do you think Natrell brought to the table that you guys are going to have to replace now?
Yeah, Natrell had done an excellent job since spring ball, just getting better, more comfortable at the position. Obviously, he's a two-way player coming in here, and really excited about Natrell, and he'll be back. It's one of those things. Unfortunately, it happened. You feel bad for him, but just that third corner position, and a guy that come in and can play man-to-man. Had a good grasp of what we were doing defensively, so it'll be the next man up.
Jim said that one of the things that he liked was that having him make you guys kind of mix and match, move that around to different spots.
Yeah.
Do you think you have the bodies where you could still do something like that?
Yeah, it really depends on the game and what your matchups look like inside in the slot and outside at corner, whether it be the X or the Z. So it really depends kind of on who you're playing. Yeah.
What's your evaluation of the depth overall for the defense so far? Just a couple games in, and it's really been tested.
Yeah, I think, again, you're constantly trying to build your depth. I don't know if there's ever been a coach that said, hey, I just feel so great about our depth, or we have too much. Nobody ever says that. You're constantly trying to build it and develop it, and that's part of college football. And young guys in certain positions, there's going to be more than others. It's just the way it is. So we're excited about the group we got, and for those guys to continue to get reps and grow.
What's it like just to coach this defense? I know it's only 2 games for you, but they've lost a lot of NFL talent over the past 3 years, different coordinators, and yet every year they're right up there among the best nationally again.
As a whole, it's a great group to be around. Their attitude's been excellent, and there's really no magic to it. It's just coming out and going to work every day and executing. We have a ton of football to play yet. We've only played 2 games, and there's been a lot to learn from those 2 games. I'm really proud of how they've come out and competed, but we've got to continue to build on those things and continue to execute at a high level, and we'll be tested from here on out.
You have to be pretty happy with it through the first 2 games, right?
Of course, yeah. I mean, I think we've been competing pretty hard and contesting a lot of passes, just playing with a lot of swagger and a lot of confidence. I think that takes us a long ways, and as the season gets a little bit tougher, as we start to get ready for these tougher opponents, like I said, for us just continue to keep playing our style of football, which is confidence and swagger.
You can look at me. So how helpful is it, do you think, to basically these first 2 games, you kind of faced offenses that were totally different. You did equally well against them. How important will that be moving forward?
I mean, I think it's not really too much of of a big thing. Honestly, going against our offense itself kind of gives us a good look of, what the type of teams that we're going to face later on when you think about the Michigans and Michigan States, those kind of offenses. And that's what we were able to start off with early on against LSU. And then last week and now this week, playing a team that's a more spread, that has some skill out there on the outsides, prepare us for playing teams like Ohio State, that like to spread teams out, but also they can run the ball and throw the ball. So, every kind of look that we're expecting later on in the season we've been getting so far. And, so far we've been able to, play, really well against those looks. So now it's just a matter of just putting these performances together, which we've done so far in the first 2 weeks. We just got to stay consistent.
How have you taken to this mentorship type role that you're in, being this obvious number one guy? How is it, obviously through spring went well, how is it now through these games? Do you talk to the other guys a lot?
Of course, but for me, I'm more of a, I want everybody in the group to have confidence and have swagger. That's just kind of my, kind of things that's built me to be the player that I am. And, I think overall, we just kind of wanted to bring our own flavor to this defense and, to this secondary. In the past, certain secondary groups have always had their labels. And I think when people mention us, we all want us to mention a group that's, just confident in the way that we practice and the way that we perform. And then just teams a group that's just going to have fun. And like you said, you can see it out there. Me, DT, Lou Byrne, Musso, Dakota, everybody's just playing with a swagger and confidence that you can't take from us.
So before the season, we all expected you guys to kind of be tested out of the group, maybe the safeties more so, but the DBs. Now that's been done, and you guys have proven yourselves to be worthy adversaries. Do you think that's going to continue through Big Ten play? People are going to still try to go down the field on you all the time?
Yeah, but that's just the day and age that college football is in right now. Everybody's going to take shots. Everybody wants to throw the ball around. You turn on ESPN and you could just see teams throwing for 300 yards, 400 yards, whatever the case may be. That's just the way college football is being played right now. So, we understand that a lot of teams are going to take shots at us, and we want to have fun and keep, contesting those balls and playing them the best that we can.
All right, last one for you. Georgia State, what are you seeing from them, and what's going to be important to do to stop them?
A team that just can throw the ball around and make plays. The receiver group is pretty good. When you turn on the film, you see guys that are flying around, making plays, diving for balls. The quarterback's putting the ball in really good spots. So overall, as a defense, we just got to come out and just play our type of football. Play confident, and everything will go smooth. But we're confident overall in each other. Everybody in the secondary and in the defense as a whole, we're confident in each other, and we just try to make plays. When those plays come, we make them, and I think that so far is what's gotten us to be where we're at right now. So we want to continue to keep doing that, and things will shape out smooth, I think, for us.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Teams that you guys faced, totally different, and you did equally well. Does that kind of show what you guys are capable of this year?
I think it shows our preparation this offseason, our commitment to the grind, and our growth of as a unit itself. It started 3 years ago, and we've had guys on, and you've really seen guys grow. And am I looking at you? All right, we've really seen guys grow and really emerge as people we can depend on, like Billy Hirschfield, Olive Sagapolu, and Garrett stepping up this year. He's still got a lot of room to grow, but it's a testament to Coach Noakes and what he's been doing with us as a unit.
We can see the difference, but what is it like for you being on, a full line as compared to, 2 men down when you're facing like a spread as opposed to, a bunch of people up on the line trying to stop Leonard Fournette? Like, how is that different for you?
It's different in the techniques and fundamentals that we bring to each game. We have a different set for everything that we're playing against. We have a preparation. We're taking each game seriously. Just like Georgia State, they do a little bit of the same thing that Akron did, but we're still preparing for them individually and having all our focus on them each week in and week out.
So what are you seeing from Georgia State, from the rushing attack, how you guys are going to try and attack them defensively?
They use their 2 quarterback system pretty well. They use reverses and counters and things that suit their nature as a team, and they're pretty good, so we're going to prepare against them. Obviously got off to a bad start, but they're still a team that we're going to respect and prepare like they're any other team.